What's up, guys? This is Crypto with James talking to you today about Everscale. Everscale's trending at the moment. Everscale's had a bit of a dump in the last 24 hours, but over the last couple of weeks, it's been rising quite nicely. So we'll take a look at what this can do in price. You'll see from the title, I think this can do something pretty good. And I want to talk about the partnership that really sort of triggered a bit of a price move for them. Before I get into that though, guys, if you're new to the channel, these are the first 26 coins that I did videos about. And in those videos, I showed everyone I was buying these cryptos up because I thought they were quality. You can see what the prices were of all these coins. By the way, when I recorded the vids, you can see what price they hit less than 18 months on. And you can see what the profit would have been from $100. So 100 into each, that's a $2,600 investment. That would have netted you a total profit if you'd have sold less than 18 months on of 123 grand. Pretty good. Now, I sold these in 2021. I've been buying up cryptos while the markets have been down. And guys, if I share the cryptos that I own on my site, copymycrypto.com, and all the members get told all the coins I own, the gains I think those coins can have, the percentage that my portfolio is split up as well. So anytime I buy a coin, the members are told all about it, what I'm buying, why I'm buying it, what gains I think it can have. When I sell a coin, I tell the members, guys, I'm selling this coin at this percentage and I'm banking profits. And so they do the same. That's one of the single biggest mistakes that people in the market make. In fact, I put out a question recently, what's your biggest challenge in crypto? And the most common answer by far was when to sell. And because I share with the members when I'm selling, if they copy along, they make the same profits I do. There's no work involved. I deep dive into everything. So if you want to actually copy along, see the coins that I own and copy along, you can do. Go to copymycrypto.com. And on the site, you can see what the members achieved. You can see what I've said historically, and all of it is public record. So you can go through the old videos and you can confirm absolutely everything you read. And you can make a decision if this is something you're interested in, guys. Now, let's talk about Everscale. So the long-term chart of Everscale looks pretty bleak. It launched in 2020, ran up in price quite dramatically, and then it's dropped off. Now, granted, at the time, there was a lot smaller circulating supply than there is now. And, the markets are flat in a bear cycle. But Everscale currently do have a pretty decent market cap of 92 mil. Trading volume's not huge. But Everscale is the solution. They want to be known as, and they are saying that this is the most scalable blockchain network ever, and it's Everscale. So they have done nearly 76 million transactions in, basically the last 3 years since they've been up and running. They are now integrated with tons of different crypto. Excuse me, guys. So actually, when you check it out, the ecosystem is looking pretty good. And what's worth noting as well is the grants the grant system that they have in place. So this is to attract projects, and I always want to see this, particularly with any layer one. I want to see that they're incentivizing developers to come and build, and these are some of the successful products that have won the grants. Crypto Rat, Fluker, there's plenty here. And inevitably, this is going to continue to grow, particularly as Everscale becomes more valuable. There's going to be more money to actually hand out to developers. Now, the Everscale ecosystem is looking pretty good. They now have bridges, so you can move liquidity to Everscale and back from Ethereum, from Polygon, from Phantom, and Binance Smart Chain. So the bridges are working very smoothly. Obviously, they have their DEXs up and running. In terms of DeFi, they've got a few decent products. Right now, there's only about 68 products in total, but I do expect this to grow pretty nicely. And especially when you look at the recent news. So Everscale announced on Twitter that it partnered with Crypto Match. Now that's an AI-powered platform that uses a Telegram bot to connect people. And why is the partnership important to Everscale? Well, in 3 months, the Crypto Match team attracted more than 8,000 active users from 20 plus countries and more than 30 partners from large conferences, DAOs and protocols. So this is a good ground for networking and the creation of new projects. And Everscale was also listed recently on Bithumb or Bithumb? Bithumb? I don't actually know how to say that one. Which is the second largest exchange in South Korea, rolling out trading services for the asset Tuesday. So they have had a decent price run. It's dropped off again, but you always see this with a coin that's having a bit of a pump. The pump drops off as well. Now, like I said, in terms of what we're seeing with the ecosystem, it's not bad. There's still work to be done. I personally am really not a huge fan of launch pads anymore. I just think, that was a time and a place of 2021. I'm sure launch pads are going to come back in another form. Launch pads were effectively like a way to get in on an ICO. Then we started called, that's what they were called back in 2018, 2017, getting on an ICO. Now it was launch pads, and then it was to get in on an IDO or an IEO through an exchange and that will always be around because you do want to get in early on a crypto because it gives you the best chance of making gains. Again, they've popped in the centralized exchange stuff. I really don't like when I see places do that, but I understand why. NFT wise, they're actually not too bad either. They've got 9 different products around NFTs. Now, NFTs inevitably are going to be staying around for a while. I think they're going to evolve nicely over the next few years and, probably move away from these stupid pictures and into real, legitimate, proper use cases. They've got a few dexes up and running, as I said, Flex, Gravix and Flatcube. So they are starting to grow. They really are. And as you can see, right now, a lot of accounts too. Nearly 1 million accounts. Now that's a really good sign for a crypto that has a relatively tiny market cap compared to 1 million different accounts. Now it's worth noting that obviously there's a few different explorers, but we can just take a look through Etherscan, BScan, and we'll check EVER as well. And we'll see if we can get some info about holders. So 1,600 holders on the wrapped EVER on Ethereum network, 1,000 on BSC. And then, not anything else in terms of holders. I suppose we've got total accounts. So, that's not too bad. Again, in terms of total accounts, doesn't tell you everything. Like, what I'd want to see is, like, how many holders are there? Because that's actually more relevant. Like, there's lots of accounts that don't hold anything. You can also stake EVER. Then you can see how many validators there are knocking about. Look, this is quite an impressive coin in the way that they've gone about doing their business. They are growing. I'd like to see this start widening their growth a little bit more. But to be fair to them, look, on their blog every day, or every month, every week rather, they're putting something out there, talking about sort of how they're growing. They're talking about CBDC event analytics in May. They are doing a lot. They're doing a lot. This is not a bad little crypto at all. So, again, looking at it, I think they've got, no, they don't have the tokenomics, but to be fair, there's only 20% left to get out, not even. Now, I'd actually be looking at $1 for this. You can see that there was a lot of volume knocking around when it first launched, around that $1 region. You can see as well when the market sort of started having a bounce back, it was kind of trying to retest that $1 mark. Asking it to break its previous high its previous high was $2.56. That's a big ask, and that would be effectively of 50x from where it is right now. It's optimistic, but I think $1 is very achievable. Put market cap of 1.7, 1.8 billion. Is that high? Probably not if they can add to the ecosystem, if they can grow. So that's kind of the question. Can they grow? Can they add to that sort of, realistically, their DeFi is where I would be targeting. And the reason that I'd be wanting to grow their DeFi is because the network's so damn cheap. It's fast and it's really, really cheap to use. So the biggest sort of area that really a lot of retail investors couldn't thoroughly enjoy was DeFi in 2021, because Ethereum was where, like, every significant sort of real move in DeFi came because of Ethereum. Everything was based upon Ethereum, and the network costs for a transaction was huge. So Everscale don't have that issue. So I'd be really pushing that DeFi solution and really just, marketing it effectively as well. Going, look, guys, look at what centralized exchanges have done to holders over the past few years, whether it was your Celsius or Voyager or BlockFi or FTX. They've all damaged holders. Use our DeFi solutions, and they cost you nothing to use, less than a fraction of a cent. And if they do that, if they really focus their intent there, I think this could blast. So I think $1's quite an achievable target. But what do you guys think? Do you think I'm understating it, given how cheap it is, how easy it is to use, the bridges that they've got, the connectivity they've got with all the other blockchains? Let me know in the comments down below. And if you're a returning viewer, hit the subscribe button. These videos are going to make you money, don't miss them. And guys, if you want to see the coins I own right now, go to copymycrypto.com. Go read the site. If you didn't make 20 or 30x gains in the last bull cycle, we did on Copy My Crypto. We had coins that 40x, 50x, 100x. Phantom did nearly 700x gains. Now, we've probably got one true crypto-esque bull cycle left before regulation comes in and crushes the gains in this market. Don't get me wrong, they'll still be better than a stock market, but they will slowly drop. And if you didn't make the gains in the last bull cycle, like I say, we did. And again, the beauty of copymycrypto.com is there's no work for you. I dive into the coins every day. I find the coins that I like. I tell the members exactly why, and they can copy along. We started with a couple hundred members. Now we have thousands. So if you want to take the work out of your crypto investing and make the gains, go read the site. And remember that everything on there is public record, guys. And that is it from me. Take it easy. Bye-bye.